Good evening and welcome. Tonight we will be going over the history and geography of Bocas del Toro in Panama. Bocas del Toro, as you can see, is kind of in the northwesternmost part of Panama, bordering Costa Rica, which is actually pretty important to the province because both countries share across its border La Amistad International Park. It would be a national park, but it's between two countries, so it's an international park. Here along the Talamanca Mountains here. And it's very thick rainforesty jungle kind of area. And it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So let me grab my tablet and we'll talk about it. Is it too bright to see? Let me adjust the brightness. Hold on. It's always so dark in here that I turn up the brightness, but then it's too bright for the tablet. Talamanca Range, La Amistad Reserves, and La Amistad National Park. The location of this unique site in Central America, where quaternary glaciers have left their mark, has allowed the fauna and flora of North and South America to interbreed. Tropical rainforests cover most of the area. 4 different Native American tribes inhabit this property, which benefits from close cooperation between Costa Rica and Panama. So yeah, we've got some good photos here. So pretty much what it's saying is that this is where many species that are North American or South American meet. So I guess from an ecological standpoint, it's where North America ends and South America begins. Even though Panama is, Central American. You get what I mean. Animals and plants don't care about borders and geographic boundaries and things like that. Is it too dark now? Nah, it's fine. It's a little darker, but that's okay. And like it said, there is many indigenous peoples that live here, but the largest population, and I'm going to mispronounce this absolutely, is known as the Naso Jerdi. And interesting fact about these people is that they are the last functioning monarchy in the Americas. They have a king system, a classic kingdom that's still going. Isn't that so interesting? I was trying to think that can't be right. I'm running through all the countries up and down the Americas no, I think maybe that is the only kingdom left in the Americas. Fascinating, right? Here in Panama and probably parts of Costa Rica too. But this province isn't just this beautiful green inland area. There are many incredible islands out here in the Caribbean. They're very tiny on my map here, so we'll look over this on Google Earth. But you can see here's Isla Colón, and that's where we can find the town of Bocas del Toro, or Bocas Town as they say there. And over here, this island here, there it is marked. That's Isla Bastimentos. And it's around here that we can find another important park to Panama, the Bastimentos National Marine Park. And there are indigenous people that live here and around the islands, and I hope I'm saying this right. I try my best to look it up. Any Panamanians out there, please correct me. The Cobebugle, they have their whole region down here, the largest division of Panama actually, but they also live in the islands up here. I just realized I wrote down in my notes how to pronounce it. Nabebugle. I hope that's right. At least that's what I gathered from watching videos about them. Abe Bugle. So there's not too much history that happened here, mostly because it's mostly just rainforest and little Caribbean islands. But a very famous person visited this area. You can probably tell by the name Isla Colón. It was Christopher Columbus. In 1502, he sailed by and he named the island Bocas del Toro, the mouth of the dragon. Today it's the mouth of the bull. There is a little part in the north of the island still called Isla Bocas del Toro. We'll check it out on Google Earth. There's a really cool beach there. Colombia invaded this region in 1821. They were fiercely independent at this point. Gran Colombia included Panama after they forcibly took over. Panama would not become independent from Colombia until 1903 with the help of the Americans, because the Colombians, well, not because there are lots of reasons, but one of them was that Colombia didn't want to build a canal and America did. So the Americans helped out the Panamanians to gain independence so a canal could be built, and they sure did, didn't they? But yeah, not a lot of history here. The only other interesting fact I found was about Princess Angela of Liechtenstein. Now, why in the world would we be talking about a princess of Liechtenstein here in Panama? Well, she was born in Bocas Town. She and her family moved to New York. She was very young. She became a fashion designer there, met one of the princes of the Liechtenstein royal family, and married him. And she is the first European monarch of African descent. Pretty interesting. I was looking into them. They own a home in Panama, but it's not anywhere near here. It's down on the Pacific side of the country. Yeah, interesting, I thought. But that's pretty much all the history that I found in this area. Almost a good thing, because nothing, at least from what I can tell, horrific has happened here. So that's great. I forgot to draw this border here. But that's okay, you see it. Anyway, why don't we head over to the tablet, because I have so many neat things to show you here. Let's just go dive right in. Here we are in Bocas del Toro province. And let's of course start by zooming out so you can see where we are in the world. Panama is incredibly easy to find on any map because it is an isthmus. An isthmus is a narrow strip of land surrounded on two sides by water that connects two large land masses. It's a narrow strip of land, two bodies of water, two big land masses. And this is, of course, Central America here, South America, North America, the Caribbean. Panama is so easy to find. And like I said, it's, I guess, as far like north. I mean, north is this way, right? Northwest as you can go in Panama. So let's start by looking at the park, Amistad International Park, and you can see from above just how bright green it is. I was about to say, one of these has no pictures, but I think I got the right one. This is the one with pictures. Bienvenidos. Wow. Yeah, you can see it definitely once covered in glaciers. Big old glacial lake there. Interesting lumpy rocks. Another sign that glaciers melted off from there. Look at these trees, my goodness. Yeah, we are in the tropics. Oh wait, those were clouds. Oh my gosh, that's how high up this photo's been taken. Those are clouds. Wow, wow, wow. Ooh, would you walk across this? That's precarious. I don't know if I trust that. The little village up there in the mountains. Ooh, look at that shot. The clouds up in the hilly forest. Big old beautiful tree there. little eco lodge, I'm sure. Beautiful waterfalls and gorgeous scenery. Wow. Oh, how pretty. This is my favorite picture so far. That's gorgeous. Wow. It's a beautiful spot, and I'm glad it's so well preserved. Don't remember if there's any other good slideshows here. They're a bit few and far between because it's kind of a precarious place to come out hiking, right? It is literally just jungle. What's that? As I say that, okay, there's no pictures. Exactly. It's pretty precarious. There are some interesting pictures around, though. Looks like this is a refuge here along the coast. How lovely. Look at this rock. What shape do you see? I see like nose, eyes, hair. Waves crashing on the shore. Beautiful sunset there. Wow. Yeah, I can see a forehead, nose, mouth, chin. Our brains love to see faces and things. Wow, this is a lovely beach. Little lodges in there. We go on boat rides, go fishing, go splash in that water. It doesn't look anything like a face now from this angle. What else can we find along the coast here? There are loads of pictures. I don't think we're going to have time to look at every single one that I found, but let's find one more. There's a chocolate tour here. Hold on, stop everything. You have my interest. Look at the cocoa beans. Oh, wow. There's a cocoa pod. That's where chocolate comes from. It's Cadbury cream egg season. The best time to eat chocolate. Oh, wow, there's the meat inside. That's where chocolate comes from. Ooh. Inside the cocoa pods. It's a very long process from what I understand. Traditional chocolate processing there. It's pretty. They're decorated, all these balloons. Must be an event. A big old cocoa pod. Let's see. Could have sworn that I saw, maybe it was down here. There's a really good slideshow somewhere, but I'm not going to be able to remember what it is because there's a lot of slideshows. I want to look at a beach. Playa Verde. Sounds great to me. Yeah. It's a green beach. Oh, how gorgeous. Look at that wave coming in. Oh, how relaxing. Wow. Pretty, but we're actually going to look at it. Oh, wow. A bunch of other beaches in a minute. So we'll say goodbye to the mainland and head over to the islands. We gotta start in Bocas town here. Bocas Del Toro. Cute little coastal town. I think I'm just gonna show you the town slideshow. Just so we get a good feeling of the vibes here. Quaint little town, mainly just tourist stuff. But there's nothing wrong with that. There's the party bus. Nothing wrong with being a tourist. I live in a tourist town, so there's nothing wrong with being a tourist town. Hi, chair. My chair squeaked in agreement. There's Reggae Land. That's a fun place to be. Oh, that's a fun picture. They took it in the water there. A little parrot visiting by. Not a little parrot at all. It's kind of a big parrot. I found an interesting place up here. The Plastic Bottle Castle. which is exactly what you think it is. It is a plastic bottle castle. Look at that. Incredible. All these plastic bottles, which I wonder if they were all collected nearby, or maybe if you're having a drink, you leave it behind. They use it to build. But all the walls here are made out of plastic bottles. Little horsetails on the seats in the bar there. Pretty remarkable, right? You never really think about just how much plastic gets wasted until you see something like this. I was trying to peek in this, and it looks like most of them are Dasani bottles, which is Coca-Cola's brand of water, which is really unfortunate because you shouldn't be able to. I don't think you should sell bottled water. I think water should just be accessible for free everywhere. Change the world without changing the earth, it says. Looks like it squirts out water there in the waterfall painting. Pretty interesting. Alright, I have to show you up here. So here you can see Bocas Del Toro. And here's Starfish Beach. And just as the name suggests, you come here and you see starfish in the water. Really pretty. There's a taxi there. They've got water taxis between all the islands, carry you around. Not all stars belong to the sky. Do not send ours to heaven. And don't touch them, leave them be. They are fish after all. You shouldn't just be grabbing fish, hauling them around. But you can still enjoy this wonderful scenery. All mangrovey right there. It's pretty indicative of most of the beaches around here. We can look at Playa Bocas del Toro. It's so pretty. Look at these starfish. Little friends hanging out. It is gorgeous here. I read lots of complaints from visitors saying that it rains nonstop here and everything's too expensive, but like, you're here. Like, how much can you really complain when you're in a place like this? Wow. Very incredible. There's more beaches around. Even more. Here's the Bastimentos National Park here. Slideshow for that. Gosh, it's gorgeous here. I can't get over it. Kind of spring just came and now I feel like I'm ready for summer. I'm ready for beaches and swimming. Wow. It's Nacho Mama's Taco Bar. That sounds like a fun place. Wow. Here we go. Bastimentos Island. Light Beacon Station of Tiger Rock. Let me see that. There it is. Ta-da. Light beacon. Not so much a lighthouse, is it? To let you know that you're about to hit these rocks. Wait, Shark Island. You have my attention. Just like chocolate and sharks, two of my favorite things. Wow, that's so pretty. Oh, the Caribbean is literally just heaven on earth, isn't it? I better see some sharks. Panama. I better see some sharks. Come on. Whoa, it's a weird photo. Oh, there's no sharks here. I'm sure there are, but I love sharks. Maybe it's just called Shark Island. I'm sure there's little sharky friends living in the shoreline there. I bet you. What else can we find? There's Shark Hole Point. Oh, there's no pictures at Shark Hole Point. Let's see. It's not even in the region, so we're good. I went too far south. Too far south. I wonder if this sustainable living community has photos. Oh, what a fun place to live. I would not mind being here. Oh, pupper. Yeah, that's pretty dope. Must be her pupper. What a fun place. First they got their boats, they got their dogs. The frogs, how cute. I wonder if it's poisonous. That's fun. Let's see. Let's look at one other thing. I guess we can look at Wizard Beach. But of course, I highly encourage you to come play in all the photos. They are so pretty. It's doing the thing again. It's doing the thing. Stop. Oh my gosh, I hate that it does this. One moment, yet again. Okay. I don't know what I'm hitting to make that happen. It's just happened randomly, but we are ending the video. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy this style of content, please consider subscribing. Next video is going to be tablet only. There aren't going to be any maps because we are going to Nauru. One of my favorite countries to talk about. We're going to one of the tiniest neighborhoods in Nauru because Nauru doesn't have any towns. It's one big town. What in the world? Wait, okay, hold on. What? This is a Barbie with a coconut head riding a bird, or it looks like it's made out of seaweed with coconuts. Okay. Anyway, we're going to a tiny neighborhood in Nauru, but it actually has a bit of interesting history there. So be sure to subscribe so you won't miss out. I hope that you found this video to be relaxing and educational. And I hope that you have a good